What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 41 of Buckets of Duckets. I am your host, back home in Seattle, Washington. Chase Myers down there in Louisiana is my co-host, the one, Josh Watts.
Good evening, shitheads. This is episode 41. This is officially the last episode that I will be a co-host on. Thursday, I'm going to the VA to get my COVID vaccine. And I think we all know what's going to happen when the government gets their hands on a trained, patriotic weapon such as myself, encased in this Mohawk meat castle. First thing they're going to do is pump me full of Captain America juice, and I'm going to be guilted into fighting super Nazis at Emperor Trump's next rally or whatever. So this is probably my last episode. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And just remember to always stay true to yourselves and what you believe in your hearts.
Dang, bro, they're going to Wolverine you, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'm about to become Weapon Ducket.
Love it.
I hope I get some of them claws.
Yo, what's up with some of them claws, though?
Yeah, dog.
I get one of them claw hands. I mean, if I'm gonna be all Captain America fighting Nazis and stuff, why don't we go the whole way, you know?
How about like Captain America, but like with claws?
Huh? You ever thought about that?
Sword? Huh? Why don't you make my dick a sword?
YouTube people, thanks for watching. Go ahead and hit subscribe, like, review, comment on everything that you see. My podcast listening audience, thank you. Go ahead, subscribe, rate, review, especially on Apple. Apple's real weird. They always want attention. So just give them that attention for us and give us 5 stars and write a nice review, the whole thing. Josh, so we are doing this a couple days later than we normally do. Because despite me traveling all over the world and fighting the bad Wi-Fi and the whole thing, we thought for sure this was going to be the week. Well, we'll both be home. What could possibly go wrong? Everything. What's been going on in your world, bro?
Well, I'm going to come right out and say it. I was very braggadocious about my fiber internet and how good it connected and how well it worked out for us. And the universe was just tired of listening to it, and they decided to fuck my ass and humble me. And the day my extra hard drive came in to give me more space to be able to edit the podcast, my internet went out, and it was just repaired Monday. So I have been 2 days with a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old with no internet. So no TV, no Netflix, no YouTube Kids. Just had to fucking talk to them and look at them and be around them. It was not. It was rough. Man. It was rough. I feel like, what did I do? I'm a good person. Why?
I always. Why do I have
to? It's not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the braggadocious attitude that I had. I'm sorry for coming off so arrogant about my internet and being too cocky about it. That's what got me. I've been humbled. I know now not to talk so much about how great my internet connection is, because the universe just doesn't want us putting out great episodes of podcasts. From you. Right out from my fucking fingers, man. Just stolen away.
Wasn't it one of you we were texting about it because we've been trying to figure out how we're going to schedule doing the show. Wasn't it like your child or something like that? Wasn't it?
Okay, so I thought when they put the fiber optic cable, which is like apparently just glass, like little itty bitty glass cable in it, the box is in my front yard, like the box that it runs from. So they just ran like a cable to my house, but it comes up out of the ground in a PVC pipe, and then there's like a little piece of the cable that goes into the house, but it's exposed. And the other day when it went out, I was 100% sure that Henry had walked around to the side and just yanked on it. So, and that's what I told the AT&T dude. I ratted my son out immediately.
Yeah, I was about to say, you just throw your baby under the bus?
Dude, the second he got there, I was like, the baby was pulling on the cable, and I told him.
The wheels on the bus run my baby over. That's what it's for.
And it turns out it was some shithead that works for somebody else working in that box, just like knocked my shit out of the way to hook up internet for somebody else in the neighborhood.
Whoa.
And it just fucked my cable up of the box right there.
So it was like
So
another AT&T guy, or it was like a
somebody else.
competitor?
It could have been Spectrum. Anybody. That's the box for like the street right there. It's all
Right.
in that same box. So could have been anybody. My guess, if I had to guess, it's those dirty sons of bitches that work at Spectrum. They got hate in their heart, and the company is built around a foundation of lies and horse shit. And I wouldn't put it past them. I heard they burn crosses. I didn't say I'm not saying
It's
that
just
they
what
do or
people are
not.
saying. It's
It's
just
just what they're
it's
saying.
just what I'm hearing out there. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't, maybe
All hey,
people are
Spec-
talking.
Spectrum, I know you're listening. All you have to do is stop charging me $29.99 a month for a phone I don't have anymore, and this will stop. You can make all this go away. Stop sending me a fucking bill. I canceled your service, you sons of bitches. But no, I'm not giving you the phone back either.
Yeah, it's my phone. Okay,
Yeah, Spectrum.
what are you gonna do with it? Who needs a house phone?
Yeah,
Okay, let's stop this fucking bullshit. All right, we all know it's done. House phones have been done since like 2007. Why are
I
you
hate
still hanging on? It
I
was
hate
I haven't
Spectrum
worked
so much.
I haven't worked for AT&T in 6, 7 years. Whenever I was working there, I felt like this is ridiculous. Me trying to sell these people a house phone. Like, this is how am I going to sleep tonight? Trying to get somebody to buy a home phone. And here they are in 2021, still
Still
going
doing
strong.
it. Still
I
doing it.
think whoever that dude is that fucked up the box, he shouldn't have internet for however long that they took internet away from you. Like,
Yep.
he should be forced to talk to his children.
He should be forced to look at his kids in the face and talk to them and hear their dumb words and listen to them. That's what should happen. But that's not what's going to happen because the universe doesn't give two fucks about my heart or how I feel. Spectrum
Never
always.
has.
If Spectrum, the corporation, picked, like, here's the deal, Spectrum. Here it is. I
Dude,
know
lay it
you're
out.
watching it. I
Lay it
know you're
out there
watching it.
for him.
You pick one person, one employee from Spectrum, any level you want, and I will meet them in the battlefield. And once I slaughter them and their blood is spilt on the grass, you stop charging me $29.99 a month for a phone you're never going to get back. How about that? I don't care if it's Gary in HR or if it's Rebecca in corporate. Any one of them can come out and taste the steely death at the end of my blade because that's what it's come down to. Charging me for an iPhone 10. I don't even fuck. God damn you, Spectrum. God damn you. All right, let's move on.
All right. All right. It's been said.
I've said my piece. I've
All
said my
right.
piece.
I threw the gauntlet down. I'll kill 2 people. It's been said. Okay. There's nothing else. Nothing else needs to be said. I'll murder everybody from HR to the lowest level. Okay. But hey, that's it. That's all I wanted
Look,
to say.
if this puts us on a couple of watch lists, at least we'll get the views from from the NSA watching the video over and over and over. We'll get the views
Hey,
and the
man.
clicks.
Controversy.
That's what controversy
Makes money.
creates cash.
Get them ducats. All right. So you text me a couple hours ago and was like, "Hey, my internet's back. They stopped fucking me, right? They
Yeah.
totally healed my back, took the dick out of my butt, and
Yep.
here we are." And so I was like, "Cool. I'm gonna take a shower, and then we can get to podcasting gold, and
Fucking right.
just get right back on schedule, And I go and I get in my shower. It's a little cold here in Seattle.
Uh-oh.
Not as cold as it was in Tulsa and Wichita, but like a regular cold, like a 40-degree day. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and so I just had a flashback to The Wire of fucking God damn it, I can't think of his name. I can't think of the character's name. But old boy that was supposed to play James Bond that everybody got mad about because he's black.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
Stringer.
Stringer Bell. Yeah, Stringer Bell's got a whole thing about nobody gives a fuck about a 40-degree day. That was his whole.
That's one of the
Y'all
best
bringing
shows
me a
on.
lot of 40-degree days.
It's
Yeah, I
one of
wish
the
I
best
remembered.
shows ever on TV.
Yeah, I wish I remembered one of the main iconic characters. Jesus Christ, I couldn't even remember his real name. I'm sorry, podcast people screaming right now. But
His real name is the lovely and talented Adina Menzel.
there it is. There it is. Idris Alba, people calm down. All right, we got there. I didn't even look at a phone. I just have natural brain fog. It takes about
There
10
it is.
seconds for some things to get through.
Wonder why.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just really glad I punched up this conversation with that. So Idris Alba delivered a fantastic monologue on The Wire, a lot like what I'm going through today in my life.
Yeah.
So it's a little cold here. Maybe not even an important detail. I maybe not even need to go over any bit of any of this story so far. But I turned my vent on. That's the important part. Turn my vent on. It's got like the heat lights or whatever. So that way when I get out, I'm not all shivering. Right?
Right.
Nobody likes a naked shivering man. That's not a good
Nah,
look. That's
dude.
not who I want to be. All right.
If
If
it's
my
not
dick's
for
out,
fear, I don't want to see it.
no, if my dick's out, I need to be strong. Okay, I don't need to be cowering. All right,
Good
it's
point.
not a good look. And so yeah, when I get out the shower, I just try to make that shit hot, right? And so I turn off the water, steaming, just steaming in there, and that's from my body heat.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, it's just what I naturally put off every day. Turn the water off, and I hear the light kind of make a weird like click noise, and I was like, that's strange, but surely nothing catastrophic could be happening from that weird click noise. And then a half a second later, the fucking light explodes and a goddamn fire was coming out of the vents, and I had to fucking like turn it off, grab a towel, fucking
Holy fuck.
like wave down the fucking fire. It immediately went out. It didn't last long. But now I just have like hot coals that I gotta walk across in the form of glass as
Holy
I'm
fuck.
naked and my buddy's waiting for me to record a podcast because the universe just cannot get enough of trying to fuck
God
us. Even
damn.
at that point where it's like, yo, I just want to take a nice shower, 15 minutes, get in here, be podcasting
Nah.
soon.
We
Nah,
know.
bruh.
Nah. You were in that shower and you were shaking your ass at the universe saying, you ain't gonna get nothing, bro. I'm fucking recording that podcast. And the universe saw that ass and was like, I'm fucking that ass right there. There it is. Fire. Boom. Fire out your ceiling. How about that?
I was not ready, dude. I was
Listen,
not.
Bill Microsoft and Steve Apple have tried to fuck this podcast day fucking one. Day one. We even had to change the name. You know how some people used to have to change your phone number? We changed the name of this podcast. Used to be a whole nother podcast. We had to change the name trying to hide it from them. They still fucking found it. Because
Still
all of y'all
found it.
love it so much, you just keep talking about it. And Steve Apple's got his ear to the street. He knows what's going on. He fucking heard. And now he's out there with the universe trying to butt fuck us. And I'm not having it.
I'm not either, but they keep doing it. I don't like it, but they just keep
So,
fucking us. They just keep giving us slow Wi-Fi and snowing me into places. And I got headliners busting in the middle of my
just
fucking
walking in like they fucking own the
podcast.
place.
Yeah, man. Travis was yelling a minute ago. I think he went in the bathroom and probably stepped on some glass or
Yeah,
something.
he just left it. You just left it, right?
As oh, dude, I survived. Why can't he? Okay, that's the way I look at it. All right, I did it. So why
Yeah,
can't he? All right.
it's a good. Travis can't expect to lead if he can't. If he's not going to do it, he shouldn't ask other people to do it.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm back. I'm back in Seattle. I'm back home. I just tried to do too much immediately. I was on the road. I was on the road for 2 weeks. Let's see. Let's talk about that. Let me talk. We didn't get to talk about Wichita. I was about to go on stage last time we
You
recorded.
got stabbed by a sex worker,
Two
right?
sex workers stabbed me. Each side, the one took the left and the other took the right, and then they just kind of
God
lifted me
damn.
up and turned me like,
God
like,
damn, dude.
yeah. I think they were gonna put me over a fire. I'm pretty sure that they were gonna
Next
burn me,
time,
but
next time, just give up them J's. That's all you got to do. That's all it
never,
takes.
never, bro. All right, I might have lost 3 ribs, but I got my J's. All right, I'll be goddamn if I'm gonna give up some bread 11s out on the street like that. You
All
kidding
right,
me?
that's fair.
Yeah, Wichita was cool, man. So Thursday, that was when we recorded last. So last Thursday, um, and I got humbled that night.
Oh
So I
no.
said I got humbled in Tulsa, but honestly, it was just a small crowd, and I was still kind of searching on stage. But it was a good show.
And who gives a shit?
Thursday, Thursday at Wichita, that one truly humbled me. They really
Oh
like
man,
I went up and I was doing my
you
newer
flew too
like
close to the sun. That's what it was.
yeah. I forget that people are different, you know what I'm saying? And I got all this bits about how people be different, but
Yep.
I don't even listen to my own bits. And so I had been doing this stuff about like how my pandemic's been.
Yeah.
Just hey, here's what I've been going through while the world's ending. Let's retell
Let's
this, you
talk
know?
about that.
And so I've been doing it. A couple shows I got to do out here in Washington, and then I went to Tulsa and talked about it there, and it went well and the whole thing. And I was like, okay, I think I'm building a new little chunk here. And so I go to Wichita and I go to start talking about how comedy's illegal in Washington, and how I love contactless delivery. I'll never see another
It's
delivery
beautiful. It's
driver ever
beautiful.
again. I just want a dude to text me that my food's there, and I
Yep.
never talk to him. That's what I want. I just want to
My
open my
favorite
door.
instructions in the world are leave on chair by door.
Dude, yeah. I didn't know I had that power. So I'm doing those jokes. I'm doing like, yeah, I think I talked about this last week. I'm doing like Tinder jokes about dating during the pandemic or whatever. The first one to ever talk about Tinder. And I'm just doing that, right? And Wichita didn't want any part of that. They stared at me for the first 7 minutes. This is my opening stuff. This is my like, hey, let's get comfortable with each other, and let's say a little bit about what I'm doing, and then we'll get in there like, we don't give a fuck what you've been doing.
They weren't ready for
And
that meat sauce, huh?
no, no, not at all. It was
God
offensive to
damn.
him, and so, that happened. So my first like 7 minutes are kind of bad. The rest of my set is me trying to like win them back. I'm doing all my haymakers, but here's the thing: haven't performed, but 20 times in the last year or so. So it's not like these haymakers are like coming to me quickly. They're not like firing off like I always do. Also, I've been saying haymakers like a lot, like
That's a
a
good
lot.
word
I
though.
don't. Yeah, I don't. I started saying it during the donut joke. I started saying that when the lady said "bless my heart" that she hit me with a haymaker, and
It's a good one.
then yeah, but then suddenly I've just been fitting it into conversation now. Every time I get a chance to, like, I'm just like, yeah, my fucking light exploded in the shower. Just a real haymaker to my life. You know what I'm saying? Just really, it just
I used to love
really knocked me out.
haymakers, and then I used to love saying it, and then I heard a guy because referring punch. And then I heard a guy say he swung all the way from grandma's house,
Yeah,
and now I'm stuck with that one. So now I
I like
just
that
use
one
that.
too.
I use
I'm
it in
gonna
places it doesn't even work. Like the server will be like, "How was your food?" I'm like, "Tell you what, this came all the way from grandma's house. No shit, no shit,
no shit, bro. It picked up
no
speed.
shit."
It picked up speed down the highway. Got faster down my street.
Just snuck me.
Delivered right here, bro. Bloody nose. That's how good this is. Uh, and so I can't really get them back. I do fine, whatever. Like I end fine, but the first 10 minutes just fucking really drove me crazy. So I like uh just really went. Oh, so I worked with the host. I was working with the same headliner. The host in Wichita though was different. He was a guy named Jeremy Rush. Jeremy was
We're
good
gonna beep
people.
that out. We're gonna. Oh
Uh,
no, he's good people. All right,
yeah, he's good
we'll
people.
keep
I
your
like
name
Jeremy.
in.
Because first off, he helped me with this because I came off stage and then we had that little moment where it's the first time he sees me, so he probably thinks I suck ass, and he's like, he's like, hey man, so all that like lockdown quarantine stuff, it didn't really happen here in Kansas, so like they don't really understand
Uh,
like to the degree that you're talking about. And then he was like, he told me that they have coronavirus parties there, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And then I went and told the headliner, and he was like, I was actually just kind of fucking around. They don't, don't go spread that about Wichita, Kansas. That's not really what happens. So
he
I
only
was like,
said that because he knew you had a podcast with millions of listeners. That's the
right.
only reason he said it.
And he listens too, by the way. He was like quoting me stuff, like he liked the show, so he's good
Jeremy.
people with me. Yeah, he
All right, hey Jeremy,
then
good. All right.
the next day he was like just going back and forth about stuff that we said on here. It was good. My favorite conversation is me, so anytime you want to
Yeah,
come to
dude.
me,
Anytime.
anytime you want to come to me talking about stuff I said before, like, dude, yeah,
Yeah, let's
absolutely.
talk about. Let's talk about me.
There's no there's no topic that I am more qualified to talk about than myself. Okay,
Yeah,
I
that's a
look,
good
I
point.
know everything that happened here, and so so he tells me that. I go back to the condo with no windows and kind of recalibrate.
That's
And
so unsettling.
oh, dude, it's not great. But I was fired up though. Like I really got off stage and was like, I'll be goddamned if fucking Wichita is gonna do this to me. The rest, I got 4 more shows. I'm fucking coming out
Yeah, you're
firing.
not bringing me
And
down.
I'll be fucking goddamn Wichita, Kansas gonna tell me I can't do comedy. I can fucking do comedy. I'll show you
I can
loony
do it.
bin, fucking
You
loony
guys
bin.
suck. You suck.
It's all on you. I've been doing this for 10 years. Yeah, maybe not much in the last year, but
But
the 9 years before that,
you're Wichita.
I was doing it a lot. And what have you ever done?
I make people laugh a lot at my people like them. They buy my
They
shirts.
they like me, okay? People
Fuck
like me.
you.
By the way, I was so down on myself. I didn't sell shirts that night. Like I literally didn't
God
sell
damn.
shirts that
I'm
night.
sorry that happened to you,
Uh,
man.
that's all right, man. I'm fucking back. You know how I am. I bounce
I'm
back.
sorry. I'm sorry
I
that
hit him.
happened.
I hit him with a haymaker and just
You
got
came from
just got
grandma's
back
house.
at him. But I did a very smart thing was I kind of went back and recalibrated and I realized that like some of these jokes, so three jokes were consistent through all sets. And that was some college stuff because I sell the shirt. So obviously that
Right.
joke, I'll tell that joke till I die.
That's gonna be at your
Uh,
funeral.
yeah,
I'll do it at your funeral. I'll do the
I
bit at your
appreciate
funeral.
that. You said there'll be a merch table set up for you. Uh, and then I did the San Francisco homeless guy thing.
Yeah.
I've been doing that.
A
And then the
pro
two
peekaboo.
Yeah, and then the 2 donuts. Thank you, Travis from Longville. He gave me that tag years
Did
ago.
he?
Yeah, yeah, for real. That part is he came. Travis came to one of my shows, and I literally did that joke to show him, like, look, I'm still doing the tag. It's still in there. It's like it's. I didn't want to take up 6 minutes of my set doing this joke, but I did it so you could see
There you go.
that the end still gets a laugh, buddy. Thanks. So those three were constant through the sets, right? And I was just adding in like the newer stuff about quarantine and all that, and then but those three jokes were pretty much in there. I had this other thing about this kid that like just walked into my apartment one day.
Yeah, I remember you
Uh,
telling me that. Looked around, made you feel bad.
yeah, so that was in there a lot too. But the other three jokes, those are my main jokes. So what I decided was I kept kind of like rushing and like forgetting parts of the jokes because it had been so long since I had done them and stuff like that. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a 30-minute set. I'm doing just those three jokes. I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna give it time to breathe. I'm gonna give myself time to breathe. I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna make sure I hit every part of every one of these stories. And I went out Friday and destroyed both of
Yeah.
those shows. It felt just like the old days. It felt like everything was hitting right. Parts of the jokes were coming back to me because I had time to like breathe and let it go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was definitely the smartest thing that I did was do that. The dumbest thing that I did was that I had filmed every set in Tulsa. I had filmed the Thursday set in Wichita that humbled me. I did not film those two sets on Friday because I was like, I just want to be free, bro. I just want to be up there, not thinking about recording, not thinking about anything. I just want to get back to being on stage.
And
And
look where it got you.
bro, I got 6 blowjobs after both them sets, and not what nobody will ever believe me. It's not anywhere. It's not written down anywhere. I had people just there's a Chase Myers Street now. They named a day after me because of that time I murdered so fucking hard on the Looney
It's
Bin
Chase
stage.
Myers, Kansas now.
And and so nothing. I don't have any fucking proof. No proof that these two shows existed during the little tour. I had a so this is how weird it is with comedy. How it'll switch up. So Thursday I get punched in the face. Friday I have like as happy as I could be with shows. I don't film them. Russ Nagel, the headliner that I worked with, the biker guy that busted in on last week's podcast, uh, we have a conversation after, and he kind of has that moment where he's like, "Yeah, man," he was like, "I, dude, okay, let me tell you this part. Russ is so fucking funny because he can't hear like anything. Like the man can't hear, and you have to be looking him in the face to tell him stuff, right? But he fucking loves to talk. So we're like, take a Uber to go to the grocery store, and we're sitting in the back, and he just starts jumping it. So where are you from? And they're like, "Hey, I'm from wherever, Kansas." And then he sits there for a while, and I gotta look at him like he's my grandpa and go, "Russ, they said they're from wherever, Kansas." "Oh yeah, I've been to wherever, Kansas. That's cool. So how long you been driving for Uber?" And he'll sit there. And I go, he said he's been driving for Uber for 2 years, Russ. Why the fuck are you asking questions that you can't hear the answers to, right? And it fucking cracked me up all week because he does some crowd work from the stage. He'll randomly stop and ask, "Hey, what's your
That's it.
name?"
That's hilarious if you can't hear. Well, what do you do for a living? A plumber? And they're like, no, I'm a teacher. Oh, a plumber. All right.
Hey, I got a joke about plumbers. And so yeah, so he would do this hilarious thing of he's got this great like crowd work bit where he'll you guys are married, yeah, how long you married, whatever. Is this your first, sir? Is this your first marriage? Yeah, yeah, it's a good thing to get the first one out the way, right? That's his, which is a good joke. It's a good bit.
Right.
Uh,
I
but
did it.
watching him set it up, I'm like losing my mind in the back because I know he can't hear, and I see him like struggling to what's your name, Brandy, Branson? Was it
Branson.
Brittany? What? Yeah. Well, well, Beatrice, look, this is what you need to do. And then he'll just like, and I'm just screaming from the back, like, you can't, why are you doing this? You can't hear. So what was funny was he told me he can hear bass better than he can hear like people who talk higher. When I'm on stage, when I'm on this podcast, when I get worked up, I talk at a higher level than when I'm just like normally talking. So when I'm on stage, I'm just high pitched to him. He can't hear me at all. All he can hear is the crowd reaction. And so we worked for 2 weeks together, did close to, I think we
He
did
didn't hear
10
a single
shows.
joke.
I don't think he knows a single joke that I do, but he knows when I do well because he can base it off of the crowd. And so after that Friday show, he's telling me, he's like, yeah, man. He was like, I couldn't really hear everything, but I could tell like they were into it, man. He was like, they were into it. He was like, that was kind of tough for me. I think that was more your crowd than my crowd for that. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, that's fair, whatever. But then the next night was all his crowd. He was
Yep.
fucking on. Like I wasn't off. Like I was doing my job, but he was fucking just murdering right after me, just hurting my feelings. Didn't even care one bit that I want to be a headliner one day. He's just up there, just crushing, just making sure that his spot's not going anywhere. Just I'll be goddamn this fucking kid that can hear is gonna take my
Coming in with
job
your
from
good
me.
ears, you
Yeah.
motherfucker.
And
For the good ears.
and so yeah, it was like we definitely split. We're like Friday was my night, Saturday was his night. But yeah, good shows. It was just good shows. And then I tried to do too much. I came back and I flew in on Sunday night. I went to work Monday morning, like regular blue collar, punch in the clock work.
Doesn't that hurt?
Like
It's a real bring down.
care about inventory at a warehouse work. Like what? Dude, yesterday I was a goddamn star. And now today, today I get 15 minutes of freedom every 2 hours and I get to eat a little cheese sandwich or something. And then later I get 30 more minutes of freedom to myself. And then another 15-minute break. Well, I play basketball on my last 15-minute break because that's my break. I do what I want during this break. And bro, I worked 40 hours this week. I was supposed to go to work today and was like, no. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm a star. I'm not supposed to be working like this. My body's not made for that. My body feels so much better not walking 8 miles a day in a warehouse.
Yep.
Just it feels so much better when I get to just sleep until showtime, work for 30 minutes, and make the exact same money. Actually, more than what I
Right.
do working 40 hours a week. That's such a better way to do it. That's such a better way to live life. But I can't do that all the time yet. But
When I worked for FEMA, one of my jobs, the yard I was in charge of, over 3 hours drive to get there, 2.5, something like that.
fuck
I,
off.
I drove all the way out there to be there for 7. So I drive all the way out
Oh,
there.
dude.
I get there at 7, like a little before. I pull into the parking lot, I park, and I go, nope. I just fucking leave.
Yeah, man.
I did it
That's
so many times. Oh god, I just
That's
no.
one thing I think me and you bonded over in our early friendships is both of us are ready to we'll just drop it right now. Like when
Yeah,
like if you told me
no
right
thanks.
now, you're like, I don't really want to do this podcast anymore. I'd be like, all right, cool, man. Like it's just and the podcast would end right here, and you guys
Yeah, dude.
would never hear from us again. It would just be,
One
yeah,
of
it's a
my
lot of work. I don't want to do it anymore.
I worked in this warehouse once, and I get put in my 2 week notice, and I was doing the inventory. We had done it, finished the inventory. I turned it in, and the guy was like, "Well, now we're gonna do," and he changed up the whole, tried to fuck me over and change up the whole inventory to try to make me, like, to punish me. And he's like, "Now go redo this," and I was like, "No," and I just fucking left. No, I'm not.
You ever thought about that?
No, how about that?
I could tell you never considered that for 1 second that I would just say no.
I'll be honest with you. Whenever I did it, he didn't. You could tell for sure that he did not expect me to go. Nah, I'm gonna no. Nah, I'm gonna get out of here.
I'm just gonna Nah, I'm good.
I've done that. Oh man.
I've never worked 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks I put in, I quit
Oh
3 days
yeah.
later.
I 15 minutes. I put in my
Okay.
2 week notice. We'll shake hands like we're friends. I'll walk out of the room and I'll start thinking to myself, I'm like, no, you know what? Fuck you.
I don't start my new job for another 2 weeks. I could spend that 2 weeks doing whatever I want,
Yep.
or I could spend it at the place that I hate so much I just quit. I wonder what
Mm.
is I gonna do.
Oh fuck.
I was
Uh,
out of here.
I found out me and Zoe we cry at the same point in every movie.
Oh,
Apparently.
just any movie. Yeah.
So I will cry, dude. I will cry in a heartbeat at any movie. Like I very easily cry. I'm not embarrassed about it. I'll cry my eyes out. Most people won't say anything to me about it. If they do, they're usually my children, and I can't fight them legally, apparently. But I put on Garfield, the fucking 2006 Garfield with Bill Murray. That's not a good movie. And I put it on the TV and I walk out of the room. 30 minutes later, Zoe is like wailing in the bedroom. And I jump up and run in there, and she is crying because Odie got loose.
Oh
So they
shit.
lost their dog. So Garfield lost his dog, and she said, he's looking for him. And she's crying so hard. She gets up and goes to the living room and hugs our dogs and tells them that she loves them. And so, like, I'm seeing all this, and then I'm starting to cry because she's like bawling, crying. I'm like, all right, well, now that's starting to get to me. And then I was like, okay, well, look, I'll fast forward it, and you can see that they get back together. Like, do you want me to fast forward to show you that so you know that it's happening? She said, yeah. So I fast forward, I find the part where they reunite. I haven't watched any of this movie. I fast forward to the part where the dog and this horrible, shitty CGI cat hug, and I go to tell Zoe, I go, look, they did, and I turn, and we're both like just crying at fucking Garfield. And then I'm telling her, I'm like, look, if you ever feel like crying, don't ever be embarrassed about it. Let it out because don't ever be embarrassed to feel something. If you want to cry, you cry. It's okay to feel like I cry. I'm not embarrassed. And she said, sometimes emotions are too much to keep inside. And I was like, yeah. She goes, you cry a lot. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, all right. All right. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, cool.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you shit your pants until like a year ago. How about that?
Huh? How about that? A lot.
She's
You do
gonna
that a
bring up
lot.
shit. We could just gonna bring up shit. But then we went and watched that Disney movie, The Croods, about cavemen.
Hmm.
And it's about a dad trying to keep his family safe. And if I talk about it too long, I'll start crying. And I was bawling during this movie. And I looked over and she is holding her knees and she's crying just as hard as me. And she looks over at the other side of the couch and she sees that I'm crying too. She's hugging her knees and she looks at me and goes, and then
Gave a little thumbs up.
I was like, dude, we've bonded. We have bonded over being big old crybabies.
Big old babies.
Oh man. I've been doing a new I've been not a new diet. I've changed up how I eat because of the gluten thing.
Yeah.
My gluten sensitivity.
Cause you a big
Kind of
old gluten pussy, bro. You fucking fucking allergic to peanuts too over there, huh?
Yeah, dude,
Goddamn
I'm a
soft.
big old
Goddamn
soft soy
soft.
boy. I'm a
Yeah,
fucking
just
soy boy.
just eating out of your participation trophies, huh? Just over there. Soft, bro.
Like you're allergic to victory.
This new generation is soft. They don't make them like they
Fuck.
used to. I tell you that.
That's for sure. I don't even know what I was talking. Oh,
Talk about the diet. Yeah.
I've been eating like 2 rotisserie chickens a day.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty solid.
just eating chicken and eggs and rice, and I've been swinging
Just
kettlebell, just
every way
trying
of
to.
eating that chicken. Just eating the
Oh,
chicken
dude!
babies.
Sometimes I put
Roasted
baby chickens
chicken.
on real chicken, like on older chicken. I'm like, I hope I just reunited a family, and I start. Ah, but so apparently, if you eat good, you feel better.
Yeah, I hate that. I fucking hate that that's true.
Oh, it makes me so mad. And like it turns out, if you eat healthy and work out, you lose weight. Like it works.
I just never
Um,
want to believe that. Like I just and
I hate.
I've experienced it. I've lost like 50
Yeah,
pounds
you used to be a
at a
tubby
period.
shit.
And dude, I was a big old blob, bro. I was just just sloshing around everywhere. And
It does
yeah,
make me. It does make me laugh to see old pictures because people that listen would not recognize like you right there, the
mhm,
shaved head and the goatee and the I don't know, you're probably what 50 pounds heavier at least.
yeah.
I don't think people would match you to
No, not
the
at all.
you
It
right there.
happens all the time. It happens all the time. I mean, there's a video of me at Kate Street Pub that's not on my YouTube. It's on Dan Lambert's YouTube for some
Mm.
reason, and it's shot really well. It's shot really well, but I'm heavy. I have no facial hair. I don't even have the little goatee
Oh
thing going
wow,
on. So I just got chins just for days out there, and I got some
that'll
weird
never
like
happen again.
yeah, I got some weird like eye thing going on. I like vaguely remember like when I watch it of like I was sleeping with my contacts in a lot or something. And so like I got like a dark eye and I'm all pale because it just never go outside and I'm just pale and fat and I got a dark eye and
Bad clothes.
I'm talking about Adam and Eve, and I'm fucking murdering though. Like I am
Yeah.
destroying despite my appearance. And I've had people tell me they're like, "Yeah, I saw this other video of some other like Chase Myers that I guess performed in Hammond, Louisiana, at the same time that you did. That was doing your jokes. I guess. Like I don't know. Like
Not you though.
it's definitely not you. That's for sure. It's not you." Josh just showed up his ID picture.
Can you see that?
I can see it. Yeah, got glasses. Got just the chin
Just the
hair.
chin goatee. That was like the week after I got out of the military. I'm going to get my COVID vaccine Thursday. Like we already talked about, they're definitely going to pump me full of Captain America juice. But I'm supposed to be getting a COVID vaccine, and I'm concerned that when I get there, that ID is going to cause me some issues because it doesn't look anything like me. So I might be able to get my new ID there too, but I have to go to the VA in New Orleans,
Was
and
that your only form of ID? Like, how long ago was that picture?
that was the 2005, like when I got out of the military. I mean, I have a current driver's license. I guess they
Right.
could
Okay.
match it, but like
For the
that,
VA. Yeah,
the VA ID looks nothing like me.
I got you.
So
Yeah,
I can.
I don't like it. For I'm doing it now.
See,
Yeah. For my birthday, uh, everybody was, just posting on my, oh, you're the funniest man ever. Thank you for being born today, and the whole thing. And they're just doing that. And Greg Hamilton posted an old picture of us at Interference. And boy, do I wish he didn't. I really wish, I really wish he had just held on to that picture. I didn't need to see
it's
that
you and him
again.
at interference.
It's you're in it too. It's me, you, Mac McMillan, John Rowe is there too. R.I.P. John. Uh,
Oh man,
uh, Greg, obviously.
Kyle Smith.
No, I don't think Kyle was in it. There was some
That was the
other,
night that he got. That was the night. That was the night that he was supposed to be there.
maybe.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, man, how many times did we perform at Interference?
right.
But yeah, it's all of us standing on stage after we just murdered, and we're just up there basking in the glory. And dude, I got like six chins going on, bro. Like I don't understand. Like I've explained this about my body a couple times. It's very weird. Like I people have trouble. Like, man, you really weighed 40, 50 pounds more? Because when you looked at me, then you wouldn't have called me fat. You know what I'm saying?
No, not
But
really.
it's just where all my body fat goes to. It all goes to my gut and my face. Those are the two. It's the meanest places for my
It's
arms
the
will stay
worst. Yeah.
skinny. My legs will stay skinny, but I'll just have just a gut and more chins. Just chins start coming in. And that's the picture he posted. Like
See,
happy
I'm like
birthday,
that.
buddy. Here's a picture of
Um,
me looking great and you looking like shit. How about that?
what? How? What haircut did you have? Were you shaved head?
Similar to now.
All right, so it wasn't that
Yeah.
bad. Yeah,
No.
I'm the same way. If I gain weight, my dick gets fatter every like it's fatter and bigger and gayer every time.
Every time, dude. Nothing else changes. Just
Just
big
my
old
dick gets
fat
gay.
dick.
Just gets big old fat gay dick. Uh, yeah, man, I almost got back on social media for a minute the other day, like without even I clicked on something that took me somewhere, and I was like, "Oh," and I had to jump out of it real quick because it took me to Twitter, and it brought up like I wasn't signed in, but it brought up oh man, I was the first sentence I read, I was like, "What the?" And I was ready to start fighting again instantly, and I was like, "All right, nope." Like half a sentence, and I was ready to go to war with all of the internet again.
Yeah,
I was
after
like, "You
all
know
that
what?
work you've
Nah,
done,
man."
just throw it away just like that. Uh,
I deleted Twitter. I had a whole bunch of chocolate, and then just transcended above the hate and the anger.
uh,
I
attaboy.
just I just transcended.
Look, here's the picture. If you can see, you remember that pic?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh man. All right, so you want me to tell you something? Those all right. In that picture, I'm wearing a pair of blue and white shorts.
Yeah, you are.
Those shorts were a 44-inch waist, and I have a ponytail in that picture. 44 fucking inches around. That's how fucking big those shorts were. That was one of my lowest, like, man, putting those fucking shorts. Thanks, Greg. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
Greg. Why the fuck?
God damn.
He's the only one that looks good in this. Him, Mac McMillan looks good. Because he
That's
just
why they
always looks
posted it.
good, that motherfucker. And
That's why he posted it.
John Rowe looks good because John Rowe forever
I'm
looked good.
wearing shorts that are a 44-inch waist in that fucking picture. And a
Like I
ponytail. I look
like
like a Steven Seagal. God damn.
like just like a Steven Seagal.
That was when
Yeah,
I was eating 8 Cinnabons a road trip.
dude, that used to be bad. I used to get like annoyed with you because we'd get in the car and then we'd drive not even 3 minutes. You'd be like, "Can we stop for food? Can we
Yeah,
grab
dude.
something to eat? Grab something to eat?" And we'd be like, "All right, man. I guess. I mean, we kind of been fucking trying to get
Yeah.
going all day, but yeah, sure, we'll stop."
The
And
second
then the
THC, I
second
would
you
need to eat.
finish that, you would be like, "Can we stop again? We just need to stop,
Yeah, dude.
stop somewhere, get food." Yeah, bro, that used to be bad. Listen
It
to
was
this is what
all
he.
that medication, all the VA medications and all that shit. I used to eat like that nonsense. Oh man, a lot.
You're better for it now, though, dude. Look how fucking pretty we are now.
You're right. Look at
Uh,
that.
Good looking people. So this was his caption, by the way. He said, "Look at that baby fat and these Bieber dudes," because Mac McMillan's got a Bieber haircut going on
Nah, bro.
here. Uh, you ain't had to call me baby fat.
Yeah, bro. Come on, man. I'm
There ain't no
40
need
years
for
old.
that. Greg Hamilton, okay?
God damn it, man.
I wasn't losing baby fat at 27 years old or whatever it was in that picture, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Uh,
God damn, Greg.
oh man, I started trying to so working this job is so hard to like work out too because it just like I walk all day. I'm always on my feet. Like I used to wear a Fitbit to work. Like an 8 hour shift, I'll literally walk close to 8 miles in an 8 hour shift.
God
And
damn.
so my feet are like throbbing and stuff when I get home. And so I worked out. I did yoga in Wichita, and I came back just fired up. I was like, Wichita, you're not gonna get me on comedy.
Yep.
You're not gonna get me slacking with this body.
Yup.
I'm about to go back to Washington. I'm going to work tomorrow fucking morning. And guess what I'm doing when I get back?
Yep.
I'm doing yoga. That's right. And then I showed up on time Monday. I did yoga Monday night. Tuesday, I was 7 minutes late. I did a smaller version of yoga that night. Wednesday, I
Yeah.
was 20 minutes late. I did no such yoga on Wednesday night, and then I've just been spiraling out of control ever since then. I just been going, please God, no, don't let the chins come back, please.
Oh man.
I'm gonna
I got liquid. I got some liquid chalk. Have you ever
okay.
seen that? Have you ever? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nah, dude, that's a level that I'm not at yet.
So I like you got to use chalk with the kettlebells. So I had a bucket that's just like grip chalk and it's chalk. But when you have toddlers, there's nothing they want to do more than also stick their hands in the chalk and clap clouds of it and throw it in the air.
Yeah,
So
everybody wants to be LeBron.
I bought liquid chalk, which is like you squirt this clear shit in your hands and you rub it and then you hold your hands out and it just fucking dries. It's weird. It dries chalk on your hands.
Yeah, it sounds like some
Uh,
witchcraft.
yeah, dude, it's magic. It's some kind of magic. I had to sell part of my soul.
Well, at least your hands are dry.
Yeah, but at least my hands are dry to grip them kettlebells. And I got a tractor tire. I got a sledgehammer, and I ordered a tractor tire so I can go outside and whack the shit out of a tractor tire and throw it around.
Fuck, dang,
Uh,
dude.
Yeah, dude, I've been enjoying it, man. The sun has been out lately, so if I'm outside, the kids stay outside. And without the internet for the last couple of days, we've just been outside living life. Just we went to the lakefront the other day down in Mandeville, uh, which is like it's just a fucking beach, but it's Lake Pontchartrain. And
Right. So you can't
I
go in the water.
well, you're not you probably, but we did. Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody did.
Yeah, I know.
We went down there. Like we've lived here 4 or 5 years, and we've never been down there. And it, I watched Zoe's mind melt when she saw that it was a beach and that it had sand just everywhere, and she could dig and she could stand in the water and the way. Like I watched her just lose it. And Henry was so excited because he would just pick up dirt and run and throw it in the lake. And
Perfect.
I watched him run until he just couldn't go anymore. He was running, throwing dirt, and then he's just and then he's falling over.
There's just so much dirt. gotta gotta throw more dirt.
By the time we got him to the car, he was asleep before he could buckle his car seat. Like you're setting him in, he's like, no,
Uh,
just out. Uh,
Daddy,
it was
tell me I did my best. Tell me I did my best out there.
no. Give this letter to my mom.
It's got a dirt clod in it.
Dude, he was so happy. And then we stole a bucket of sand from the lakefront and brought it down, and some shells and stuff, and like seashells. If fucking Giacomo just tries to crunch them up, like he put one in his mouth and crunched it up like it was a fucking cookie and started swallowing. I was like, that's probably not. That's probably not good. You should. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Had to make that dumb shit spit it out. But here's the plus: because I am a veteran and I started using VA for shit. We got into that part for fucking free. $12 that my family didn't have to spend. Suck a
Wow.
dick, state of Louisiana national parks. I got in for free.
All worth it.
All
It
it
was.
took was 6 years of my life and a couple of shrapnel. And all right, yeah, it's even.
You know what? We're good, America. We're good.
To be honest with you, the handicap parking tag, if they had just given me that right out of the gate when I got out of the military, I wouldn't have probably wouldn't even sought the retirement money. I just been happy. I'd be like, you know what? No, I can park wherever the fuck I want. I like
Yeah.
this.
It'd be too selfish to ask for more than this.
Yeah. No, I'm good. You know what? I don't want to tempt fate. I'm happy. I'm a
All
happy,
good here.
contented man. Look, you see where I parked? First spot. First spot right fucking there.
How could I be mad?
Yeah.
I gotta be mad. I'm so close.
Look at me. I'm just so close. I get out. Old men are mad at my license, checking my license plate to make sure because I'm so handsome. They don't think I can be
Yeah.
handicapped.
Should have broke something, old man.
I tell you, my handicap is big old fat dick.
Right. Been gaining weight. You know what I'm
Zoe
saying?
asked me the other day if I had some money to give her, and I was like, no, I don't have any money. And my 5-year-old daughter looked me in the face and said, then why don't you do some jobs around here so mama can give you some money and you can give it to me?
I mean,
God
that's a
damn.
solution.
I mean, I guess, but let's be honest. If one of us is going to do chores, it's not going to be me. Like, somebody's working for cash around this house. It ain't going to be me. I'll tell you that. I've quit every job I've ever had. I'm not.
I quit right now. I don't want to do this.
I'm done. I'm out.
And I'm out. I'm going to the beach.
I'm going to live in Seattle with your Uncle JJ.
Oh man. I got shows this week. I'm doing so we're recording this on Monday. Hopefully we'll have it out at the latest by Wednesday. So Thursday, the Thursday this game comes out, I'm performing at Tacoma Comedy Club. I am doing Monica Nevi. You remember Monica Nevi?
Yeah. Yeah, she did. We did Chelsea's.
Yeah. So that was like really weird because when I was still living in Louisiana, her and Mike Coletta, another comedian out here, just came.
They had a podcast for a while.
Yeah, they still do.
Okay.
It's called Hug Life. It's a really good podcast. I'm on an episode like at the beginning of lockdown, like a year ago. I'm on one of those episodes where we're just making all the naive jokes about
couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks, and then this is crazy. I think people are going a little too overboard with it. There's only like 14 people that got it. We're doing all that stuff. And yeah, so but that's a good podcast to check it out. But yeah, her and Mike Coletta were just like trying to just put together tours of just like local shows and stuff. And they happened to come through Louisiana. We did a show with them with Jen Kober, where we all opened for Jen Kober. And then like 2 years later, I'll move up there. And I'm like, oh yeah, hey, you remember me from that weird bar, that bad show that you did in Baton Rouge? I was one of those guys. I was one of them. That was me. Uh, yeah,
I
but
was
we
I was fat and had a goatee.
yeah, you remember? Come on, you remember?
I was
Yeah,
friends with Steven Seagal. Come on.
yeah, there's a whole long-haired version of me too that's out there that like
Yeah.
some people have that picture of me of like I have,
I
I had long hair for
The
4
long
years.
hair looked awesome on you for a long time, and I was upset whenever you told me you were going to cut it, but it looks good. You look good,
Hey, looking clean.
handsome
Uh,
motherfucker.
so yeah, me and Monica have become friends over the years, and so she listen to this is how baller this is. She released 2 albums during the lockdown.
God damn.
She released an album of stand up, and she released a meditation comedy album where she walks you through meditation, but it's hilarious.
Oh,
And
awesome.
yeah, they both went to number one on the comedy charts for iTunes. So she had two
God
number
damn.
one albums come out, but she never got to have her big uh, album release show. She never got
Right.
to have the big
Oh
because we
man.
couldn't perform her. So that's what we're doing Thursday. She's having her big celebration show, and I'm going to do some time at the beginning, and it's twenty five
That's awesome.
percent 25% capacity. So I think we can fit, I think it's like 80 people we can fit in there. So we're trying to sell that thing out. And yeah, I get to do that. That'll be fun. And then other than that, it's just open mics until April.
If my vaccination timing works out, I'm gonna open for Chris Kattan
I love
in
that.
Lafayette. In Lafayette,
I
and there's
love
nothing
that,
I want to do more than do a whole bunch of coke and go fight some zoo animals with Chris Kattan.
bro. Mango is crazy.
I can't
I
fucking wait.
I've never met him, but he did a show up here one time where apparently he was so just off the rails that they had to refund all the tickets, and like that club like posted like a hey, we're sorry for Chris Kattan doing Chris Kattan stuff. And yeah, I think you're in for a treat, man. I think he's gonna be pretty fucking wild from what I understand. So
I
yeah,
can't fucking wait, dude. We'll go fight in the streets with everybody. I'm for it. I got his back. Let's do this, Chris.
yeah, we'll go fight
Fuerte
Tim Meadows
Romano
right
was my
now.
shit.
That'd be fun though, dude. I hope you get to do that. That'd be nice.
I'm trying hard. Turns out the VA just gives you vaccines if you call, and I've been trying to deny it, but like everyone in the world has been telling my wife, you can just go get one at the VA, and I'm like, nah, I don't think that's right.
I
And
don't
as
know if
I'm
it's
saying that, the commercial is like any veteran can come. And I'm like, nah, that's not. No, they mean the nah, huh? Nah,
and
not
then
me.
and then they're like, even you, bearded mohawk guy watching
Yeah.
his children, even
I'm
you
like,
can get it.
oh, whoa, that's crazy. It's a new sketch me and Chase are working on that we put up. Yeah, don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
it's called perfect timing.
So now I gotta go Thursday and let the government put another fucking needle in my arm after got it. I hear it's in your dick. I hear the shot is actually in the scrotal sac. I
Yeah,
hope that's not true.
they gotta try to reduce that swelling in that fat dick of yours somehow, bro. So that's what this is all about. They're getting you
Yeah,
in
they
saying
told me.
it's
They
for the
told me.
vaccine, but it's because them balls are too big now, bro.
They told me they were like, look, for 36 hours before your vaccine, you can't do your creatine dick injections at all. And I was like, wow,
Oh,
fuck. Dude, if I can't get my dick swole on, what is this
wait,
world even about?
what do you know what? I quit. I quit
Did
this
y'all
too.
tell Joe Rogan he can't get his dick swole on? Let me call and ask Joe. Joe, they told me I can't do creatine dick shots. Can you believe that? Why would the government tell me that, Joe? And then he's going to lay into why DMT and aliens is trying to keep me put creatine in my dick. And I tell you what, it ain't happening, government. You
It's
ain't
gonna be
getting me. I'll put creatine in my dick until the very second you pump me full of Captain America juice and make me fight super Nazis at Trump's rally. Right until that moment. And then when I'm fighting super Nazis, you better believe I'm putting red, white, and blue creatine right into my dick vein. And then I'm going to turn into the Hulk, but instead of green, I'm going to be red, white, and blue. and I'm just gonna beat people until they flat like an American flag. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be what I do for my country. That's all I can hope for. You know,
Yeah,
that's
you already do so much, so I just want to thank
all.
you for
Thanks,
even
man.
wanting to give that much more. You know,
Thanks. Thanks.
you
I
just
can't wait.
give and you
I can't
give
wait. I can't
and you
wait to
give.
fight super Nazis.
All right, man, let's get out of here on that. That's pretty solid. That's pretty. Fighting super Nazis is a pretty good way to go out. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back next week with more hilarious hijinks from the two funniest fucking podcasters going today.
Believe that.
Go to bucketsofduckets.com. Check it all out. I got some dates coming up. You can check those out. I want to slowly give them to you because, you know, I can't promise how many there's going to be this year. So
before we go, let me give y'all a spoiler alert. I did this whole fucking episode with a fireball in my mouth.
God damn. God damn. Fireball in his mouth. Fire coming out his mouth.
Nazis.
Shit. This man is unstoppable. All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.